Sometimes you gotta pray to the Holy Spirit to get the results that you want because you just spent your last $100 on a cream promoting a miracle, and now you're not really getting the results that your girlfriend is getting. Well, hello beautiful, and welcome to the Gospel of Skincare. My name is Cody. I am your product preacher, here to help you step into the light, to know what products work, to dispel all of the myths about skincare, guide you away from the darkness, trying to take your money and make you believe things that are never true about skincare and the industry. This is a new series on my YouTube channel where I'm going to review products that I've tested for 90 days. So I test products for a very long time because they take a while to really show the results. People, it takes longer. It just depends on the product. It depends on the formulation. It depends on the active ingredient. It depends on the vehicle that allows it to penetrate into the skin. It depends on where you're starting off. It depends on a lot of things, my love. So I'm here to just kind of talk about it all and to review products so that I can help you understand all that goes into skincare and really how to save your money, how to know the right things that are really important for you and where you're at so that you can achieve your ultimate skincare goals. So let's get started. Today's review is going to be a review of medical grade products. Should you buy them? Are they really worth the money? I've been reading about all this research from this one company and my girlfriend uses it because she buys it from a medical spa. No, so let's break this down because you know, as I know, sometimes you gotta pray to the Holy Spirit to get the results that you want because you just spent your last $100 on a cream promoting a miracle, and now you're not really getting the results that your girlfriend is getting, and you're thinking, maybe I'm not praying hard enough. So sometimes you gotta really fill those products with the Holy Spirit because they are not gonna ever deliver you the results you want, and you just gotta walk away, girl. You gotta walk away and you gotta forgive those products because really what they didn't tell you was that it was never gonna really work. They just wanted to make you believe that it was gonna work. So the first product we are going to talk about is the Hyaluronic Acid Serum from Medica. This is a very popular product. This is probably my third time using this product, and you should know this, that this is a medical grade formulation, that it is about $175 and that you get 2 ounces. And I will say this company, Medica, is the bomb in their research. They really know what they're doing. They are owned by Allergan, so they are not messing around. They are a medical grade company. They are pharmaceutical. They really spend the money and time to research and develop products and bring them to market that are really probably the most advanced out there. Now, does that mean that this product is going to work for you? No. Does it mean that you should buy it because it has all that research? Absolutely not. What I think is great about this product is that it definitely deeply hydrates. It's formulated with several forms of hyaluronic so that different molecular structures of it do different things, from hydration to plumping of the skin, from repairing DNA, from all kinds of different things, including shrinking the pores and helping with capillaries. And I think that what's unique about this formulation is they really have spent the time of the research formulating this in a way that will actually penetrate the skin, which is very important because a lot of hyaluronic acid products just sit on the top layer. So basically hyaluronic acid, because they always say, oh, it's drawing in 1,000 times moisture its weight. It's really pulling moisture from the air more than anything, or it's going to use it from the skin if the air is very dry. So that's the first thing to know. So gels and creams are different. The gel formulations are better for acne and they're better to be applied wet. This is kind of a gel cream formulation. It's very interesting. It has a unique smell that kind of smells like alcohol, and I've used this over 90 days so that I could give you an honest, no BS review about it. But here's the thing. I don't think you should be spending your money on this if you haven't been taking care of your skin. Now, I know Medica might be really upset, but I'm here to preach to you in a way that helps you to really know so that you can be successful in the skincare journey, so that you are really not spending your money on things that you shouldn't be spending your money on quite yet. Now, if you have just started the skincare thing and you think I need the latest greatest from this company, I don't think you should do that. I think this is meant for people that have been taking care of their skin for a while, people that are ready to spend that kind of money on this type of skincare, especially $175 a pop. and also people that are not looking very unrealistic kind of expectations. You need to know that any product, doesn't matter the science or the research, can only do so much, but it does better on skin that is healthier. It does better on skin that is improved with retinol and alpha hydroxy acids. So if this is your first time thinking about getting a hyaluronic acid, I don't think you should spend your money on this quite yet. But if you are wanting to go to the next level and to try something a little more luxurious that is driven by science and research, it may be worth you trying to get a sample at a medical spa if you can find one in your local area. I love sampling. I think sampling is so important because sampling allows you to experience and have your own opinion of a product, because everyone's skin is different. Everyone's result will be different. So you can't always rely on my expertise opinion or anybody on YouTube, because you're going to have your own kind of baseline of where you're starting, what you've done, what you're eating, how long you've been using skincare, are you wearing sunscreen, are you religious about sunscreen, are you applying makeup, all those things matter, just so you know. So that is product number one. I will leave the information to the company. I'm not going to be putting in you links to Amazon, because I don't trust the Amazons, okay? They have sent me tons of bunk stuff, and I have in the past also taken refunds when I was at the medical office for a medical grade product that was actually filled with aloe, that wasn't the growth factors that it was saying that was in there. So you have to be careful of where you purchase your products. I recommend purchase them from a verified seller. Right, the next product is the TNS Essential Serum. This is a gold standard product in the medical and spa industry. It has growth factors and ceramides and hydrators in here. Now, I will say this. If you are looking for the best, this would be it for growth factors. Now, growth factors are a very interesting protein. Basically, they help to repair DNA, they help with hydration, they help with the elastic fiber protein so that the fiber becomes more bouncy, the elasticity, so that it's not stretched out. And it also helps with allowing other products to work better. So the proteins in there act as kind of a healing agent for the skin. So it's running at ultimate levels, repairing the DNA, and then gives the cell, when it does communicate, a healthy cell to communicate instead of a damaged one. This is like $350, and I will say that this is definitely not a product for you if you are starting off using good skincare. This is something that works best on people that have been really religious with retinol and alpha hydroxy acid and mask and sunscreen. Like, you can only do so much with this type of product, but at $350, I also think it's a product that you should go get a sample of before you try it. And to be honest, you're probably not going to notice much until you use it for several weeks. Even with my skin, it doesn't respond very quickly because I do so much to my skin. So it's about 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I start to notice something. This is my second bottle of reviewing and testing, because I just really wanted to make sure that before I came online that I was going to review something that, especially at this price point, is something that I stand behind. And it's definitely not going to work for everyone. It's somebody that is aging, that has been taking care of their skin, and somebody that really wants to kind of prevent and repair dermal damage that's deeper in the layers of the skin that you can't see. So don't expect a no overnight miracle because you think that it's expensive and the science is there. Everything takes time. Everything takes time to work. Like diet, food, supplements, all of it, skincare is all the same, right? Therapy, right? It takes time for these things to work. So let's be a little bit more patient, but I definitely think it's worth a shot if you were looking for next level skincare with science and research to back it up from a company that really, really has perfected a formula of being able to actually get into the skin. That's what they have done. Not only are they farming and formulating the right active amounts of these growth factors in here, but they're able to use the technology to allow them to actually get into the skin, so it's not just on the top epidermal layer. That's critical and important. So if you see some like $2, $5, $20, you gotta remember that what costs so much money about this formulation is the money, time, and research that was spent into making this be able to actually penetrate into the deeper layers of the skin to repair the damage of what you really care about that you need to be repairing instead of just the top. The product is the Sentias. I'm kind of newer to this product. It is a facial cleansing mist that is about $35. I'll leave all of the information below this video. It's a mist that supposedly hydrates. For me, it didn't do much, not for the price. Like, I felt like spraying my face with water and glycerin was way better. I see a lot of people like and love this, but I just did not find this to be worthy of my money. And I know they make other great products. For instance, I've been testing their anti-red cream, which actually is not bad. But this I just cannot recommend because I don't feel like it's water, okay? Like, let's get real about some of these myths. Like, it's water, okay? It ain't no holy water, girl, in here, okay? If it was, then it would be worth, I think, the money. But if you want to try something bougie and expensive and think that it's gonna, you know, benefit you in some way, maybe it might work for you. It just didn't work for me. I did not find it to hydrate me at all. Vitamin K cream, which is an anti-redness cream. And this is a very yellow product, so it's going to help with like broken capillaries, redness, kind of bruising, or after facial injections, or chemical peel, or laser resurfacing. And I did find this actually to be quite nice. I think that was the last pump because I've been using it sparingly, because this is also it's a little more reasonably priced, but it seems like a higher concentration of that vitamin K, which is the main active agent in there. And I like the smell. It didn't really have too much of perfume or fragrance in there. And I think I've definitely noticed help with it, especially if I haven't done it for a while, but like a peel or a service, and I put that on my skin. It was very soothing and very healing. So that might be something you want to look into. And then the next product is the famous Obagi Clear, which has a 4% hydroquinone and some ascorbic acid in here. This is a very popular product online. I know some of you are concerned about hydroquinone, and I think everybody responds to different ingredients and agents differently. It just depends on you and your sensitivities. But hydroquinone, by 90 days, you should know if it's working or not. And some people don't get really great results with hydroquinone, even though it's promoted as being the best and the gold standard. Yes, very effective, because what it does is it inhibits the pigmentation. So you can't just brighten it. You have to actually stop that melanocyte activity, the enzymatic response that happens below the surface of the skin. But the issue with any hydroquinone is that most pigmentation on the skin, you don't really want to be treating just the top layer. It's below the surface, and sometimes it's in the dermis or below the dermis, in the reticular dermis. So you have to just remember that you have to try to get it into the skin. Obagi is known for being able to penetrate products into the skin. He's just a genius at that, and I stand behind him even though he's no longer the owner of this brand. And if you don't like hydroquinone, there's other alternatives that you could use, like they have azelaic acid, licorice, alpha-arbutin, kojic acid that are now in newer formulations of products, and I'm actually testing a new one right now to see. So far I'm not that impressed, because hydroquinone on me works really quickly, but it makes me really red and irritated. And the thing you need to know about hydroquinone is that most people aren't getting a result with it because they're not using enough of it, and they're not using it correctly. So I've showed you in another video of how to do that, which I'll leave a link to below in this video, is you have to use enough of it, and you have to use it very consistently. And the reason why you kind of cycle off is there is some research that's saying that it does get into the blood system a little bit. The hydroquinone, it's a chemical, so that if that is a concern from you, use a 2% formulation, but use it twice a day, or use it once a day. And that's how you can get around the hydroquinone issue, is using a formulation that's 2%, because it's pretty safe at 2% and without causing issues, including the haloing effect that can happen, especially on darker skin. Darker skin, if they use a lot of hydroquinone, it can either rebound, or it starts to get a darker, deeper pigmentation that almost looks purple with like kind of a white ring on it, and we call that kind of the halo effect. So anyway, guys, use all of these products. I can tell you that I, at the end of the day, definitely notice some results with the Skin Medica, the hyaluronic acid, and the growth factors. I just don't think it would be necessary for somebody new to skincare, or somebody that thinking that they need this because their skin is aging and damaged and wrinkled. I don't think that the hyaluronic or the TNS serum is going to do much for your wrinkles if you're not using a retinol. You need to use a retinol or an alpha hydroxy or a cell communicator to help the skin to produce a better, healthier looking cell instead of a damaged one. These do that, but the issue is that if you haven't been taking care of your skin, then they're probably not going to penetrate as effectively as if your skin was treated a little bit first. So don't jump the gun and think you need to get these right now. Treat your skin for a while, you know, maybe up to 6 months, even a year, and then introduce these slowly into your regimen if you feel like it, and I recommend getting a sample first. Guys, if you like this review process that I'm going through, I just, so you know, test everything for about 90 days because I just want to make sure that I'm really giving an honest and fair review, and I'm not here to bash a product or a brand. I'm here to give a conscious and kind review that is in the middle, that gives you enough information where you make an informed decision. I'm not here to slander a product or a brand, or I'm not here to mislead you or anything like that. I'm here to just give you fair information so that you really feel empowered to make a decision that's best for you and your aging journey, and so that you can also just save some money. So if you love this video and this content and this style, please let me know in the comment section below. I love you guys so much. If you love this information, please subscribe, and remember to always stay gorgeous.